will take place today. Orange Farm is widely regarded as one of South Africa's largest informal settlements, with unemployment numbers hovering at around 60%. And most of the residents live below the poverty line. The organisers of the gathering, Empowerworx, say they want to change the fortunes of this place and use the platform to develop young leaders and professionals and give support to unemployed graduates. So let's chat to Tumi Mokoena from Empowerworx Events and Communications to talk to us a little bit more about what we can expect at Orange Farm this year. Good to have you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure. So you want to use this platform to develop a generation of leaders.
Sure.
How will something like this assist?
Well, you know, you look at an area like Orange Farm and it's disheartening, you know, to just see the everyday life and how it plays out, because you get so many people, you know, like, you know, mentioned that over 60% of unemployment, people are living below the poverty line.
Yeah.
So in developing the next generation of leaders, these are, you know, the breadwinners in the households, and if we equip them with the set skills that we're offering on this platform, if we equip them, you know, with methodologies, what we touch on is personal development, we do job readiness, and we touch on entrepreneurship, then they're able to get that new skill set so that, you know, they can empower themselves and empower their families in order to overcome the crime rates, in order to overcome the poverty in the area.
So it's giving them hope as well.
Definitely.
Because, you know, when you're living in a hopeless society, and particularly when we talk about and how we have described Orange Farm, I mean, you've got 60% unemployment, people living below the poverty line. It's just that there doesn't seem to be any hope around, but bringing something like this to them sort of opens up a new world to them.
It definitely does, and it gives me great joy just to share that there are individuals that have come from Orange Farm, so they are the beacons of hope in the area. You know, Simpiwe Masiza, who is the founder and the CEO of Empowerworx, you know, the organization that is hosting this event that I work for, is actually from Orange Farm. He grew up there. But I just want to touch on the fact that he's an exception. You know, it's not every day that you would get somebody coming from Orange Farm who would make it, you know, to be successful really in life, if I should put it in that sense.
Yeah.
So it's giving back, but also encouraging, you know, these young people that I came from Orange Farm, you can do it as well.
Yeah. Let's talk about the assistance that you're actually getting from corporate South Africa. Are they helping in any way?
Definitely. We do have, we have Sasol coming on board as a partner. We have Innovation Hub, which is also, you know, just one of the government institutions, a division, a subsidiary rather, of a government department. We have FPNM CETA, which is a skills and development, you know, focused agency. We also have ULP, which is Unleashing Leadership Potential. You know, they are investing in this project. They're investing their energy, you know, and resources for us to make it possible to bring the summit to Orange Farm.
So we talk about the summit, and I imagine that there's a host of incredible speakers and people that are both going to inspire, give advice about entrepreneurship and other aspects of the skills that you've been talking about. Who are we looking at? Who's been invited?
We're looking at notable speakers like your Billy Slikani, who's like one of the top speakers in the country, on the continent. We have Spiwe Moyo, we have Mduduzi Lididi, who's actually from Orange Farm.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes, we have.
So those are the examples that
those are the examples. We also have, very fortunately, Nimrod Nkosi, who will be emceeing the program this morning. And we're very privileged to have all these speakers give their time, you know, to be with us throughout the day.
Yeah. Access for anybody living in Orange Farm is free? Are they able to
free?
Get in?
Definitely,
free,
you know, and with us bringing it to them, they don't have to, you know, worry about transport costs or food costs, or, you know, bringing money for that matter, because the event is free. It's close by in the area. We also have targeted surrounding areas like Sebokeng, like Sharpeville. We've also targeted, you know, areas around the Vaal, you know, that are near Orange Farm. So we do encourage young people to come through, to join us and grab a hold of this opportunity that we're offering.
Yeah, you know, we often find that in those types of areas as well where there is unemployment and the youth are bored. They have nothing to do, so they start doing recreational activities that are not necessarily ones that are going to set you up for a good life. I mean, is that also something that you're going to be addressing? The abuse of drugs, alcohol, sex, AIDS, teenage pregnancies. There's too much to talk about.
Definitely. You know, personal development is one of the big topics that we're addressing today, and for me it's very important, you know, that we deal with these issues in those areas, you know, because you look at Orange Farm, it is notorious for the high crime rates, you know, it is notorious for the youth using drugs, that's the everyday life. The substance abuse is a big challenge.
Absolutely.
And in that regard, we want to then develop them and value themselves, because you find that young people in the area are disheartened, they're discouraged, they don't feel the need to do better for themselves in order to also improve the greater community.
Yeah. You're doing an amazing thing. I'm so happy for the residents there, and I do hope it's a great success. So, Tumi, thank you for talking to us. Tumi Mokoena is from Empowerworx Events and Communications, and this is the organization that's putting this together. It's the Leadership Summit that starts at 8 o'clock this morning. It's running until 5 o'clock today at Orange Farm at the Multi-Purpose Center. Get down there if you can. I just think it's a great opportunity for the youth of this area to come through in their numbers in the hope of gathering tips and being inspired by those that have gathered there to give them all the advice they need to perhaps change the course of their life.